Hello, everyone. Here's your Southeast Idaho weather planning briefing for the first day of summer. It officially starts at 9:54, but trust me, definitely not summer-like weather out there today at all across eastern Idaho or much of the Pacific Northwest and the northern Rockies, as we have a pretty good area of low pressure, and it's got some cold air with it. We're still watching snow levels for this morning, starting out here around 5,500 to 6,000 feet across much of the area. This is a pretty broad area of low pressure. The main low heads to the northeast towards Glasgow, northeast Montana. The backside of this, a secondary little wave, is what's going to keep showers going over our region for today, especially and into tomorrow as well. Now, we already have some showers across the Central Mountains. It's been precipitating already up in Limhi County back to the north and west of Chalice. As we go through the morning hours, you can see precipitation on the increase, and this is, believe it or not, like we said, it's cold. We've pulled out the radar depiction that has snow on it. Snow levels by this afternoon will rise to around 7,000 to 8,000 feet. Now, most of the activity for today develops in the Central Mountains over along the Montana Divide towards Island Park as well. As we get into the afternoon, we're going to be watching some activity swinging out into the Snake Plain. We'll have to see how well that holds together. We'll see other isolated showers down along the Wyoming border towards Bear Lake, and maybe a couple back towards City of the Rocks. The farther north you are today, the better chance of seeing an isolated thunderstorm this afternoon and this evening. But again, this is not a heavy rain event, a snow event as well. Now, that doesn't mean you can't get a quick downpour or a quick burst of some slushy accumulating snow in the mountains, but definitely not looking at a whole lot of heavy precipitation across the area. Now, we'll continue into this evening. You'll notice that things die down over the Central Mountains. Now, the thing to watch is some of these higher resolution models, happens to be one of them, shows this batch of moisture continuing generally over the western Magic Valley, right along the spine of the Sawtooth or just to the west. A lot of the models, a lot of the day we look at don't have that. That's something we'll be watching as we go through the day, see if that actually happens. Otherwise, it does dry out across the area as we go into tonight and tomorrow morning. Stepping ahead through the rest of the weekend, you see showers and thunderstorms again, mainly around Gilmore over to Island Park southward along the Wyoming border. I think we'll see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms once you get back towards Mackey, the Sun Valley area, Salmon, up towards Redfish Lake, Banner Summit as well. Going into tomorrow night into Sunday morning, you'll notice the chance of showers and thunderstorms continues to decrease as we start to get some drier air moving into our area. Let's go ahead and take a look at the winds. It's not going to be nearly as windy as it has been the past couple of days. We're seeing some northwest flow gap winds up across the northern parts of our forecast area. Also, the typical stronger northwest winds down around City of Rocks this morning as well. And those died down a bit later on this morning, but as we go into the afternoon and evening hours, you can see some gusty winds redeveloping, especially across portions of the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley down towards the South Hills and the Albion Mountains, and these gusts will be running around 20 to 30 miles per hour in most locations, and some of the mid and upper slopes across the rest of our area will be seeing similar winds as we go through the period. Those winds really peak right around 5 or 6 o'clock this afternoon. As we go into tonight, those winds die down once again. Again, some of the ridge tops, some gap winds up towards Gilmore Summit as well. As you notice, we go into tomorrow, winds still breezy in some areas, maybe just a tad bit stronger in similar locations, 20, 30, maybe some occasional gusts to 35 miles per hour, but certainly not as strong as we've seen the past couple of days like we mentioned. We'll go into Sunday, the winds pick up even more, and by the time in the afternoon, some 30, 35, maybe some 40-mile-an-hour gusts in some locations. Now, this will be important to our fire weather partners. The atmosphere is starting to dry out a little bit as we head into the weekend, the early part of next week, so that's something to keep in mind across the area. Let's go ahead and go back to look at what's going to happen next week. And we talked about southwest flow the past couple of days taking over. You'll notice here's our next storm system. It really doesn't make a big push towards the coast until we get to the middle and end part of next week. You'll notice it's dry across the area. I think we'll actually see each day maybe a risk of some mountain showers and thunderstorms, not very widespread across the area, but that strong southwest flow means warmer, drier, and breezy, especially in the afternoon and evening hours, and the temperatures will show you that. Look at temperatures this afternoon. Some places it's going to struggle to get out of the 50s today. If you're going into the high country, 30s and 40s. So definitely be prepared for that cooler weather. It's going to be chilly this morning already, maybe a few pockets of some frost, but nothing widespread across the area for that. Looks like another below freezing morning in Stanley tomorrow. Also, a few of our higher valleys may again be right around or just below freezing. But look at those temperatures warming up Saturday into Sunday. And by the time we get to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week, we're already back to where we are and even actually a few degrees above normal. If you have any questions, please give us a call at our phone number, and that's 208-233-0834 for the latest forecast information. Once again, it's the first day of summer. Certainly not going to feel like it, but get out and enjoy it and be safe out there, everyone.